Knowing your triggers isn't enough. You can recognize the pattern, feel the emotion rising, see yourself about to break your rules, and still do it. Because awareness alone doesn't stop emotional trading. You need circuit breakers, pre-committed rules that activate automatically when emotion tries to override your plan. They're hard stops, and they work because they don't require willpower in the moment. You decided before the emotion showed up. Now you just follow the rule. Here's the revenge trading circuit breaker. You take a loss, and your brain immediately looks for a way to make it back. That's emotion, not strategy. And the next trade is almost always worse. You're forcing it. So here's the rule. Daily loss limit. Decide before the market opens how much you're allowed to lose. 2%, 3%. When you hit that number, you stop. Close the platform. Walk away. No exceptions. The key is pre-commitment. You decide when you're calm. You write it down. You set an alert. And when the limit triggers, you don't negotiate. You stop. The rule protects you from the version of yourself that shows up after losses. The version that turns one bad trade into 5. Practically, you take 2 losses. You hit your daily limit. The urge to keep trading is strong. You see a setup, but the rule is clear. Daily limit hit, trading done. You close the platform, stand up, walk away, do something physical. 10 minutes later, the emotion has passed. You didn't suppress it. You just didn't act on it. That's the circuit breaker working. Now FOMO, you watch a breakout happen without you. Price is running, and your brain screams, take it. The problem with FOMO trades is they're late. You're chasing extended momentum, buying high, entering right before the pullback. So here's the circuit breaker. If it's not in your plan, you don't take it. Period. If you didn't identify the trade before it started moving, it's not your trade. Doesn't matter how good it looks. If you didn't plan it, you don't take it. This stops FOMO cold. Because FOMO only happens on unplanned trades. Your planned trades don't trigger FOMO. You're already in them. The rule is simple. Planned trades only. Everything else is noise. Physical intervention helps. You feel FOMO rising. Your hand moves toward the mouse. Before you click, ask out loud, was this in my plan? If no, physically move your hand away. Put it in your lap. The physical action disrupts the automation, creates the pause, and in that pause, logic comes back online. Overtrading is the same pattern. You've taken 6 trades. Your plan says max 5 per session, but you see another setup and another. The problem is, after a certain point, your decision-making degrades. You get tired. Discipline weakens. Execution quality drops. So here's the circuit breaker. Max trades per session. Set the number based on your capacity. 5, 3, 10. Whatever you can execute with full focus, and when you hit that number, you're done. Even if you see more setups. Make your circuit breakers realistic. Don't set a daily loss limit so tight you hit it on one normal loss. The goal isn't to restrict yourself. It's to stop yourself when emotion takes over. Circuit breakers should feel reasonable when you're calm and automatic when you're emotional. Circuit breakers work better than willpower because willpower requires you to decide correctly when you're emotional, when logic is offline. That's the worst time to rely on decision-making. Circuit breakers remove the decision. You're not choosing whether to stop. You already chose before the emotion showed up. Now you just execute the rule. And that's easier than fighting emotions in real time. So set your circuit breakers now. Daily loss limit. Max trades per session. Planned trades only. Write them down. Put them somewhere you see them every time you trade. And when they activate, you stop. No negotiation, no exceptions. These rules aren't about controlling your emotions. They're about controlling what you do with them. You'll still feel the urge to revenge trade. You'll still feel FOMO. But you won't act on it. Because the circuit breaker stops you before the damage happens.